AI bots. You ever see the AI? It's like these AI videos.
Are you talking about the VO3 or what is it called?
Google VO3.
The Google VO3 thing?
No, no.
Oh, little man.
I'm off to Grandma's house. Her daughter is crazy as a cut snake.
Where they're making...
That's literally all I watch.
Isn't that good? That's Google VO3.
Is that what it is?
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know what the hell it was. I just came across it and I was dying laughing.
And they make like babies look like, or people look like babies.
Yeah.
Did you see the ones that are like Bigfoot?
Yeah, I watched the Bigfoot one.
And also the Star
Wars Stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers, yeah.
Yeah.
What the?
They make a bunch of different ones where it's food items eating itself.
Ew.
It's all disturbing to watch, but you can't look away.
I wonder if this is that brain rot thing.
No, that's weird though.
What are you doing here? You look so young.
My dad left for a bucket of chicken before I was born, so I figured I'd clock in and wait for him to walk through that door.
You know how crazy it is? Like, what do you trust anymore?
What did he say?
Like, that looks so real.
Yeah.
Just waiting for. Wait.
When you spell it wrong and you hear it both ways.
Wing, 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 this is the police.
Trata que me mate.
Gila Abila. What?
Ernesto? What? Please that kill me.
Had a whole conversation about someone just dicked us.
I almost put my hands.
Heard it both ways.
What?
They lost me with that one. All right.
All right, so tell me what
That's
you
funny.
guys... I'm going to play this, and I just want to see what you think.
Henry County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53 East. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road?
What the?
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the bed of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road. It's in my truck. In the bed.
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am. I just turned on my bed lights for my truck, and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
So that's the same thing?
Yeah, it's just replaying.
Okay, what?
So did you catch what was going on?
So he thinks there's like an alien?
So...
Oh, yeah, I looked at the pictures.
Well, yeah, but could you hear it?
Yeah, I heard
That's why I
the
was saying
thud.
turn it up and stuff.
I heard the thud, and then you said, that's not you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this thing... So he called 911 initially because he saw a guy standing on the side of the road...
Yeah, bleeding.
Bleeding. Like, for more detail, I find, like, later on in the video, like, I just gave you the 911 call here. But he goes on to explain that it looked like he was in old war clothes. Because there's a cemetery that's in that area where people died from the war.
Oh, okay.
And so he said, like, it was weird because this guy was standing on the side of the road completely bloody in war clothes. He said that. That's why he called 911. And then when he was on the phone, you hear the thud. Like, I don't know, did you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it.
That was whenever whatever that was jumped into the back of his truck.
But he was driving.
He was driving, and in the interview, he said, I was going about 70. Then, when he heard the thud, you hear, like, scratching. There was, like, did you hear the scraping and stuff after the thud?
Yeah.
So whatever that was scraping and banging on the top of his
on the
truck.
roof.
Yeah. Then he, like, sped up, and then all of a sudden, like, he hit the brakes. Oh, because that's when he turned.
Oh, yeah, you said he shook it off or whatever.
He turned on the light, and that's when he looked back to see, and that's when he started screaming, "It's not human! It's not human!" He said he didn't even realize that he was saying that.
He just recognized
He just
it.
because he slammed on the brakes. This thing went flying off of his truck into the road, and he said like it hit the road hard, obviously, and then he sped past it. Went to like down the road. He said he was going like 90 miles an hour, like last he looked, and then pulled into a gas station and waited for the police to get there so that they can, and then they did
Do you have any photos of the truck?
No, not in the interview. I thought that they were going to put on it,
that's
but
kinda
on the
weird.
police report they do mark that he had damages.
Oh.
Yeah, they put like they show all the damages to the truck, and it is exactly accurate. The time period and everything that he mentioned, everything was accurate. There was like nothing that they could disprove that. How he described it when he actually got a good look at it and he started freaking out when he was saying it's not human. He said it looked like a skeleton, but that had human skin that was like on its face and just spread. So like the picture that you saw in there,
Yeah.
like it was pretty accurate. Like it just no eyes, no nose, and like it just looked like it was like on his face. And I don't know exactly, but they're saying it's. Is that what do you say, a rake?
That's what it says.
They're calling it a creature called a rake. Which, have you ever heard of that before?
I've never heard of that.
Look it up.
Okay, I should spell first.
Maybe look up a video of it. But also, somebody in the comments said that it looked also like a crawler, which is kind of like the same concept, I guess.
That's
I've
freaky.
seen those images before, but I didn't know it was called a rake.
Yeah, I didn't know it was called. I'm with Tony. I've seen this before. I've seen that picture before.
Yeah.
On like YouTube's 10 crazy paranormal encounters.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, what is that? The more you look at it, it's kind of weird.
Can you look up a video or something that describes what they are?
Oh, should we look at this?
Yeah.
We don't have to do the whole thing. I just want to see a little bit of it. Oh, he's got 2 noses.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 15 the Rake sightings caught on camera. The man behind this video was simply searching for his cat at night when he saw something very strange outside.
Is this the one that me and Tony have seen a
Somewhere in
million
the
times?
darkness, a pair of glowing eyes can be seen staring at the cameraman. After watching the video, the eyes reminded him of the Rake, so we uploaded it to his YouTube channel, Mike's Videos.
This is like a true. Oh, I see the eyes.
Some glowing eyes right there.
Okay, but
Camera won't focus on them.
Oh, sheesh.
I mean they're bright.
That's creepy.
What's that?
But I mean animal eyes.
I don't know, man. That doesn't look like normal. That's
This
it? That's
strange
all we
creature
got out of
peeking
that?
out,
What?
staring at the camera was caught on camera in the sewers of an unknown location. The footage is from April 2011.
Why in the sewer? Like a robot?
Yeah.
I sure as hell wouldn't be creeping towards it.
I mean, no. What the?
Oh, that's an elbow.
That's something.
The fuck? Oh, yeah. Little sewer baby.
What in the world?
If it's a remote control car, yeah, you gotta go full throttle.
Okay, but well, like, why cut it off there?
I don't know, man.
Someone started hearing disturbing sounds outside their home and immediately grabbed a camera to film whatever was causing the noise. What they saw was terrifying. Described as either an alien or the Rake, the creature in question appears to run through a wooded area just outside their plot.
That kind of looks.
Looks like a kangaroo.
Yeah, or deer or something. Well, I guess when you zoom
No,
in.
that's a deer, bro. Look at that. That's a deer all day.
Yeah, I can see
It's
that
just the
too.
front legs look weird.
Yeah.
Like you can't. The camera's messing up. Cause right there.
Yeah, once it passes the tree, I could see it being a deer.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It is kind of weird looking.
It does kind of look weird, but.
You've probably already seen this video before. It has been dubbed the Fallen Angel video, as it appears to show a fallen angel. Others say it shows an alien on the Rake. But take a look and make up your own mind.
Okay.
L'ultima batteria come queda? Io ti ho fatto flipare, eh? Così, collons, que sí. Tia, escolta.
Yeah, let's whisper so they don't hear our super bright flashlight.
Oh, okay. Ew.
Man, that's just that's damn Peter out there. He's out there.
Hey, va fuori, tia, va!
Peter the Creeper.
Okay, can you pause it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, can we look up like the origin?
Yeah.
So, do you have a dash camera?
No, I didn't get one.
Everybody should have a dash camera. You know how many crazy things that I've seen?
A monstrous creature from beyond, or just another creepypasta? This is
What's a creepypasta?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, people keep saying that. Creepypasta.
What's going down, Mouse Nation, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be discussing the hideous and disturbing creature known as the Rake.
Ooh.
Imagine
All
this.
right, let's pause real quick. You remember you and Hambobo were out in the front yard one day when we got home?
That's what that looked like. That's 100% what that looked like.
They said that they both. I heard something up and over us at the same time that they were standing in front of me more, towards going towards the gate, and they both
fence
froze.
Like the fence wasn't even finished, and it sounded like if you took thinner, almost like bed springs, something kind of like that. And I say springs because it just had that loose, thin metal sound, but clanging together. And it wasn't the fence, because I went over there and tried to make that noise again, and even hit that fence with other things, and it didn't ever make that noise. But it sounded specific, and we both said the same thing.
They both kind of froze and stood there and watched.
And I was like, what the heck? And it had that sound, and I'm trying to understand what I'm hearing and what I'm looking at. And at first I thought it was a dog, but then I was like, that's not a dog.
It looked just like
it looked like that without the head moving like that. So it runs along the fence line. So then we that's right. We were down past, kind of close to her window, almost to where the coop, in between the house and the coop, kind of closer to the house. And I could see it. I mean, think about standing there at the corner of the house and then looking at the fence. It's not that far, not the front one, but the side one.
Yeah.
We were watching it, and it ran, and we both looked at each other. And as it's running down the fence line, it's just gone. It's running down the fence line and you can't.
Disappeared.
Not that you can't see it because it ran so far down. It didn't make it past the opening between the two houses, and it was just not. It wasn't making noise. It was gone.
How tall?
I forgot about that. It looked like that without the head moving, and the back end of it was under the height of the fence.
Okay.
So for people that don't know how tall the fence is about what?
4 foot tall.
Yeah, I'd say about that.
4 foot tall. So it was 3 to 3.5 feet tall at the rear end, and then the front end. It almost looked like it didn't have front legs on the ground, but it was in a position to where it would be on all fours.
Okay.
And they were saying it was
Lanky.
arched, I mean, they
Just
said it was
that.
like a human, but arched enough.
And I didn't even know what this was until right now. I had no idea, and I totally forgot about that even happening until she just brought it up.
But at the same time that they both saw that, I saw something right over us, and it made a screeching noise,
Which is crazy because
they didn't hear it.
I didn't hear anything that she's talking about. I was like, what?
And it was right.
You could see all of us in the cameras. She looks up, and you see me and Hambobo, both of us, locking on the same thing and looking. And when you look at the camera, you cannot see what we were seeing. You can't. You don't see it.
And then
it drove me nuts because I'm like, what was that?
But they were talking about how lanky and weird it moved. That was the part that
you know what it reminded me of? It reminded, this reminds me of. Do you remember in Harry Potter the dude who turns into a werewolf, the professor that's friends with Harry?
Yeah.
When he was looking like a werewolf, it kind of looked like that, real lanky, which kind of reminds me of this, I guess.
You went too far.
No.
Or just another creepypasta. This is The Rake Explained. Let's talk about it. What's going down, Mouse Nation, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be discussing the hideous and disturbing creature known as the Rake. Imagine this.
I mean, that
a
just
humanoid creature with pale gray skin, sometimes all white, 6 foot tall, but crawls on all fours. Similar to a spider. 2 huge black eyes that reflect light, no nose, and a tiny mouth that when opened becomes huge and shows hundreds of teeth. Now the good news is that from most of the stories that I've heard about this terrifying creature, if you don't approach him, he'll simply just watch you and stare at you from afar. But if you continue to move forward or act threatening in any way, he will open his eyes and his mouth as wide as possible and then attack. Usually he can be found sitting at the foot of one's bed, staring at you, watching you as you sleep, and inducing terrifying nightmares before he takes your life.
But I thought it
Sightings
doesn't
of this
chase you.
creature first began as early as 2003 in the northeastern part of the United States.
Where
Many
all
of these
creepy things
sightings
come from.
garnered local media attention, but not long after, there was suddenly a blackout, and all forms of media were wiped or destroyed. Someone did not want anyone to know what this creature was. In 2006, his legend began to spread with more eyewitness accounts of the creature, with many internet minds beginning to put together the pieces and trying to find out what exactly this creature was. Supposedly, there were accounts as far back as the 12th century, with evidence of its existence documented in a 1961 mariner's log. What do you think? Is the rake real?
Well, after looking at it again, it definitely didn't look. It looked lankier than that weird thing bobbing its head. That definitely just looked like a person. But I want to go back to the story that you were talking about. So the case.
Yeah, it sounds like though it's not the rake. So
No,
whoever,
it definitely doesn't sound like that.
Whoever titled it the rake either just did that to get clicks or just doesn't understand what the rake is, because it doesn't sound.
No.
Because he didn't say anything about bright eyes, and he didn't do anything to provoke it, which it says the only way that it would come after you.
Where's the rest of your story? I want to see this.
No, I only give you the interesting part. I gave you all the other details. They just pretty much, that was it. It was an unexplained interaction. They had the guy that was the caller. They had the sheriff from that area, and they had the police report on there. The sheriff just, pretty much went over everything that happened, and he was saying it's true. This did happen. It was back in 2021.
Was it 2006?
No, 2021.
No, this.
2021.
Yeah, it was 21.
Yeah, in North Carolina.
Oh. I saw. 2006 was the other video.
Yeah.
But
that's weird.
They were like, everything that he said was true, even the damage that you saw. And then you can hear in the video, like, the pure panic he had.
According to the CAD notes and the deputy reports, this thing jumped into the back of his pickup truck and began to actually beat on the top of the cab of his truck. You could actually hear something beating on the top of the truck. He actually stated that he was able to engage his bed light and was able to somewhat identify this object that was in the back of his truck. At some point he was able to slam on his brakes, and the force of inertia actually threw this thing out over his hood and onto the highway, where this thing stood up in the roadway, made its way to the wood line, and disappeared in the woods.
But I do think that there could probably be some kind of creatures but have you ever seen that island where they kind of tried to combine different breeds of animals and creatures to see what happens?
No.
There's an island, and it's known, where they do that, and
sick.
You will find these morphed weird creatures. Are you gonna look it up?
Yeah, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
These morphed weird creatures like laying on the beach, because it's like this island that's.
They gotta pee.
Okay.
Don't look into his eyes.
Don't look in his eyes. He said dick.
Animal disease research facility and significant ecological importance. Revolutionary.
I think this is it. I think it's called Plum Island, because that sounds familiar.
I don't see anything about what you're talking about.
Of course not. Hold on. Because the only reason that they started to figure it out is because people were finding, here's the island. People were at, different parts of a beach, and they would see these, creatures washed up on the shore that were, dead. Most of the time, I think they were dead, because I believe that they were just throwing them into the ocean.
Makes sense.
I'm assuming for, wildlife to eat them. But it was, really scary-looking things. But I was just looking up. It says history.
Plum Island. Put in something crazy animals or something. They have a live cam.
Oh, look.
The horrors of Plum Island.
See, Wi-Fi also has a
Weaponized
video on it.
killer insects. There's probably a place like that.
It's called Plum Island.
Somebody's got to know, right? Somebody's got to. Nobody just knows, like, hey, man, if you take a goat and a cat and you try to breed them, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Somebody had to do some research on that, right?
Yeah, they do here at Plum Island.
So it's off the East Coast?
Yeah.
Yes.
Essex
County, Massachusetts.
Mutations?
Plum Island mutated animals. Look at photos.
Like this.
Montauk Monster?
That's one of them.
That came from there?
Mm-hmm.
Montauk Monster was an animal carcass that washed ashore on a beach near the business district of Montauk, New York in July 2008. The identity of the creature and the veracity of stories surrounding it have been subject of controversies and speculation. The corpse was eventually decided by experts to be that of a water-degraded raccoon.
Yeah. Okay.
Zoom in on that.
What raccoon has a beak?
Yeah, the beak.
Right? Look at
No.
So,
like a warthog made love with a bald eagle, and then they had a porcupine cousin in there or something. No.
Yeah.
No.
And that wasn't. And then there was another one that they had.
What are you talking about?
I think that part of the reason that they probably will try to hide it is because, you have animal, like they'll come out and say it's animal abuse. I mean, it is animal abuse.
Oh, yeah, you can't. They're never going to go, yeah, we're making freaks of nature and then tossing them in the water. They're never going to say that.
It says some have speculated animal-human hybrids.
Oh, nice. See, I could see that.
And that's what I mean. Okay, so, I think that if there are some kind of chupacabras, rakes, crawlers, all these different things,
skinwalkers,
to me, it makes a little bit of sense that it's from labs like this. And this is one of the labs that we know about because how they get rid of the animals that they're morphing together, throwing them into the water, however they get out. But yeah, I can see them sitting there putting animals and human DNA together and trying to see what happens. And then those things just running wild.
In 2008, you'd think somebody would have took a video of it instead of just that photo.
I think there was a video.
No, I'm saying the cameras weren't great in 2008 on the phones. No, but
you used to think still somebody would have at least a crappy video.
Yeah.
But this is where I disagree with Elon Musk and him saying oh, there's definitely not any other spacecraft out there. I would know about it because everybody would know about it. The camera phones are so good now, everybody would have a video of it. Go try to take a picture of the moon with your phone.
Yeah.
And it looks like
dog shit.
And you're like, so that's the moon. There's no way. I've seen so many. I have some videos of some planes that were going overhead here, some jets and stuff landing at the airport. And with my eyes, I can see way clearer than the phone. And it's just sometimes how I don't know.
Hey, look, 11 days ago, 7 hospitalized after incident at Plum Island Animal Disease Center.
That's sketch.
An incident at Plum Island Animal Disease Center sent people to the hospital this morning, 7 in fact. The secluded island is part of Suffolk County, and it's used to defend against accidental or intentional animal diseases. According to the Department of Homeland Security, several staff members complained of eye irritation while sterilizing equipment. No further details about this incident have been released.
Isn't this how 28 Days Later started? It was the monkeys. The very, very first one. I watched it not too long ago because the new movie came out, so I was trying to get ahead on it or catch up with it.
Oh, so what happens in it?
Oh, they caged up. Oh,
Go ahead.
Well, it says a group of misguided animal rights activists free a caged chimp infected with the rage virus from a medical research lab. I saw something improved in his eye.
Maybe that's
in the next one. I think no. I think it's the same one, but later in the movie. Yeah, in the movie, there's a dead body who got bit by the monkey or the virus, and a bird was up there eating his eyes out, and the blood dropped down from the guy, and it went into the guy's eye.
Yeah.
And he went crazy in front of the kid and
killed himself. So it all started from the monkey rage virus.
So there you go.
I don't know, man. When you start doing stuff like that, crazy things happen.
So look, there's different things. Plum Island's terrifying connection to Lyme disease. They forced us to do these things. Is what it looks like they did an interview. I mean, that's something that we can look way more into. That's okay.
You know about Coral Castle?
Yeah, we've seen it.
You been to it?
We drove into the parking lot and then left. We didn't actually go inside of it. No.
What is it?
I've been there. Yeah, the parking lot.
I was coming back from Key West and I decided, because Chris's mom has been there a bunch of time and she's ranting and raving about it. So on the way back from Key West, we stopped in. We literally in the parking lot and right back out.
What?
Yeah.
You got all the way to the front. That's like
But why-
I've
wait,
been
hold
to
on.
Disney
Is there-
and then parked out front and then went home.
Is there a reason why you did that?
That had to have been a reason why we didn't bother actually going in.
Really, dude? Do you understand how it was made?
They don't. I thought they didn't really know how the guy made it.
They don't know how the guy made it. The guy. I have a thing here. Hold on.
I forgot why we
to cut
decided
this
not
part.
to actually do it. I don't know if it was late in the day. We just wanted to get home. I don't know what it
Is
was.
it something that you can like buy tickets to get into?
Yeah, you gotta
it's a
pay to get
monument.
in. I don't know if it was like it was maybe it enclosed.
Oh.
Let me see. Let me look it up and see what the hours are.
He's from Latvia, right? 5 foot tall, 100 pounds, and I guess he moved there. That's right, because he was dumped by his fiance, who was he was in love with. But it took him almost 30 years, and there was 1,100 tons of coral into this temple. And I think that was the creepier part, was that everything he did was at night, and it's not like he was building this castle, and he planned it out for like ley lines, I guess, supposedly. Like he saved up all his money to get the land, and then there was but that was the creepy part, is that he only worked on this at night, in the middle of the night, and then there was some neighbors that kept saying like they swore they saw him. They saw stones floating.
Yeah, that's the whole crazy thing about it. They think he was using some type of like
levitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like what they talk about. They think about how the pyramids were really done.
With like vibration.
Yeah.
And they say that was something to do with ley lines supposedly, but I think that's just a bunch of bull crap. So they have like some of the big massive blocks were.
He immigrated in 1912. Did you say that?
No, I didn't know what time. So I think it was in the 20s or 30s. After that. It was supposed to be a love castle for this girl, but she dumped him, and they couldn't figure out, like, some of the stones were bigger than the Stonehenge stones, and like weighed more. Yeah.
Yeah, it says some of them were like 1,100 tons.
Mm-hmm.
I think is what it said.
Like they don't even make 30 tons. So you're thinking
What
at
is
like
an elephant?
66,000 pounds.
An elephant is how big is an elephant?
How much does an elephant weigh?
2 tons? 4 tons?
The answer I found is 6.61 tons.
Oh, I'm way off.
Okay, so
6.
You had 5 elephants.
5 elephants is one of the stones.
You got a video for it?
I can find one.
I got one right here. I can send it to you.
I
don't know how good.
Oh yeah, he built it for his lost fiance, who never even saw it.
So
it was 1920 when he did it.
So did he leave? Did she leave him or did she die?
No, she left him.
Are you sure? Because it says locals say he talked to her spirit while building.
Well, I don't know.
So, because you have a note, it says Ed built it for his lost fiance Agnes.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was watching earlier, and I said don't look at it.
Oh, okay.
I said don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Cork Castle is a very well-known monument in the world. There are some people that have no idea about it. I mean, they live across the street and they say, what is that thing over there?
You lived real close to
This
it.
has been here almost 100 years in Homestead. This is very recent history. But since it's so impressive, it's very well known. This has been put right next to other monuments in the world like Stonehenge or Machu Picchu that create that same kind of energy that is so difficult to explain.
How did he do
this
that?
guy could do this all by himself, at night working, building, with nobody knowing. Everybody trying to gossip and everybody trying to spy on him, but nobody ever saw him erecting the rocks or bringing them or pouring them out of the ground. So when people visited the castle, he always gave tours. That was his way of living. When he gave tours, people would say, oh my God, last week when I came, that moon wasn't here. How did he bring it? And people would gossip around and they would admire him. He was like a celebrity in his own time.
An echo from some ancient Stone Age is the work of Ed Leedskalnin, a 120-pound Superman. Using but the most primitive of tools, he handles huge 15-ton pieces of coral rock with the greatest of ease. This is his life work, building a great stone city that he hopes will stand for thousands of years.
He was born in 1887. He came to this country in 1912, the same year the Titanic went under, just to place him in history. He ended up working in the coal mines for about 8 years. That's an awful job. Deteriorated his health. He was diagnosed with tuberculosis. But the belief was that fresh air and sunshine would cure you. That's why he ended up in Florida, and he erected the castle.
Because it's
Actually, he made 2 castles. This is the only one remaining because he brought all the pieces from the first castle to this one. So that alone is impressive.
The way you gotta put that.
Tells us the story of this woman that he loved. Her name was Agnes Coffs. She left him heartbroken, So he came to this country, and years later, he got enough money to erect a first castle in her honor. Tried to lure her here with the castle, but she never came. And her last letter, he says the story in the tours, that she was engaged to someone else. But behind that is the whole.
Oh, it does have an inside part. It's like, it's just like outside patio
impressive
furniture.
history of the castle.
It's pretty wild though.
Well, so she did leave him.
So she left him. And he's like, I built you a castle in Florida. She went, yeah.
Didn't have no AC.
He's 5 foot, 100 pounds.
Had tuberculosis and built this by hand in the dark on his own. There was a gate, the front gate. It like spun on this bearing or something, and then eventually over time the bearing or whatever broke. Like it stopped. The gate wouldn't work, and it took all these engineers with all these cranes and special equipment. Like I think that happened in the 80s, where they had to try to take this gate apart. They still like couldn't figure out how the gate was working, like how the mechanics of it like properly worked for so long. A pretty wild story.
So they said that kids who peeked over the fences swore they saw stones hovering, and then people that visited said that they felt a weird energy, spinning, skin tingling. I mean, it could be vibration.
Yeah, he had a black box that was on a tripod. When he died, nobody could find the box. And then they said the box never was found, and they said the government might have taken it.
Kind of like Tesla's stuff.
And then others say it's buried under the castle, and you could feel it like vibrating, like as if he had some sort of like alien technology stuff that helped him move shit. I don't know. It's pretty weird. I'd like to go there beyond the parking lot, but
I'm not. Maybe we just wanted to get the hell back home because
maybe you felt the weird vibe of the box, dude.
No.
What are all those notes? Those are your notes.
No, these are Harambe.
Yeah, Bobo's notes.
Harambe.
And Bobo.
Bobo.
Harold Holt disappearance, Prime Minister, 17th Prime Minister of Australia.
That was the guy who went swimming. They never found him again.
Yeah.
Where'd he go swimming at?
In Australia.
Like in the ocean, or
yeah, that was your first mistake.
They got lakes.
Oh. No, I wasn't saying your first mistake. I was saying his first mistake.
Oh, yeah, that was his first mistake.
They got lakes. It could have been something else.
Yeah, I wouldn't go.
I was wondering why you said it so aggressive.
They got lakes.
I bet they do. I'm just saying. I wouldn't be in those either in Australia.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's where we should be doing the animal testing, is there. They already got a bunch of freaks. You ever seen a kangaroo?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a demon. That's a demon with a pouch. You call it a big-tailed pouch demon. They'll just punch you in the face. What kind of animal does that? What kind of animal comes up to you, doesn't plan on killing you, just wants to beat your ass? That's all they do, and drown your dog. They want to do two things: drown your puppy and punch you in the face.
So
assholes.
They think he faked his death. Oh, he's a secret agent for the Chinese government. So they think he faked his death.
So they don't think that he was like killed or anything. They think he did it to himself.
So they think he was a spy for the Chinese government. And he faked his death.
Did it say whenever he disappeared?
67.
I wonder what are you trying to spy on in Australia? What?
The Chinese always have something up their sleeve.
They do. You know what? He was probably looking at their lab that breeds humans and animals. That's why kangaroos are such assholes.